Have you ever heard of a queen who sent thousands of heads to her enemy in just one night? This story is so brutal, it almost sounds like a legend, but it's a real piece of history. Welcome back to the channel, where we uncover the most chilling, bizarre, and curious facts from the past. Today, we dive into the jaw-dropping story of Queen Jinga, a woman so fierce, she turned her enemies into a message of terror. Let's begin. Queen Jinga ruled over the kingdom of Dongo and Matamba, in what is now Angola, during the 1600s. She was a warrior, a diplomat, and a ruthless strategist. Ijinga had a long and bitter rivalry with the Portuguese, who wanted to control her land and people for the slave trade. But Jinga wasn't just any queen, she was a master of warfare and mind games. In one of the most shocking moments in her reign, Ijinga sent 40,000 heads to her enemies in a single night. How did this happen? Ijinga's forces had ambushed a massive Portuguese army. They fought fiercely, using the terrain to their advantage. When the battle ended, the ground was littered with the bodies of Portuguese soldiers and their African allies. Ijinga ordered her warriors to decapitate every fallen enemy. The severed heads were then sent as a gruesome message to the Portuguese governor, showing that her kingdom was not to be trifled with. Imagine the fear when the Portuguese received card after card of heads, 40,000 skulls, staring back at them. It wasn't just a victory, it was a psychological attack. Ijinga wanted the Portuguese to know that any attempt to enslave her people would be met with brutal force. But Jinga's story is even more complex. She wasn't just a warlord, she was a survivor. To protect her people, she formed alliances, made bold political moves, and even converted to Christianity when it suited her. Some called her a hero for resisting colonial powers. Others saw her as a cruel and ruthless ruler. What's certain is that Queen Jinga left her mark on history. Her actions sent a message that echoed far beyond her kingdom. Resistance comes at a price, and she was willing to pay it in blood. This story is a reminder of how power struggles shape the world we know today. It's also a glimpse into the brutal, high-stakes world of ancient warfare where a single act could decide the fate of an entire kingdom. If you like this dose of bizarre facts, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me the strangest thing you've ever learned in history. Who knows, it might end up in the next episode. See you in the next one.